Stephanie Beckhorn. I am the Director of Employment and Training at the Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity. Employment and training is made up of 3 areas: the Bureau of Services for Blind Persons, Michigan Rehabilitation Services, and Workforce Development. And we administer the majority of the federal and state workforce development programs. We have about 800 staff that are located throughout the state to serve our dual customer. Those are job seekers and employers. For job seekers, we really help job seekers obtain and retain employment. That might be through removing barriers that are preventing them from taking a job or keeping a job. That may be providing them training to get the skills that they need, or that credential or the degree. And the second customer we serve are employers. We want to make sure that employers in Michigan have access to a robust talent pool, and that talent has the knowledge, skills, and abilities that employers are looking for. And my team at Employment and Training, we certainly don't do that work alone. We have some key partners that also help us provide services to job seekers and employers. That includes the Michigan Works agencies, adult education providers, community rehab organizations, centers for independent living, and our 2- and 4-year educational institutions. The visible, authentic leadership of women, what that really means to me is that women hold key leadership positions in all industries and occupations. That means in the public sector, in private industry, in political positions, at educational institutions, and that women have the autonomy and the space to forge their own path, to meet and exceed their objectives to best serve their customers, and that their role should not be based on societal norms or how prior leaders executed their role, but rather based on the unique knowledge, skills, and abilities and unique insights that I think women bring to their roles. I would say for the role that I have, it's really important to be intentional with your time and your resources, and that you really need to focus on the key objectives that you're trying to meet each and every day, those that were going to result in the strongest return on investment, and really need to prioritize accordingly. For myself, and I'll say for other women, I think it's not natural for us to say no, but I think it's important really to learn to say no, and that it's something that I know I have to continue to practice at, because if I continue to say yes, or women in other leadership roles continue to always say yes, saying yes to a lot of things means sometimes that you're not going to have the time to really prioritize and work on those things that you should be doing, the things that matter the most, and that will bring the most positive change to the work that you are doing and the outcomes that you're trying to receive. So I would say be intentional with your time and resources, and that's both professionally and I think personally. You know what I think really is going to help women recover from the pandemic is I think we really need to understand that women's needs to enter and remain in the workforce really do differ from other job seekers. For myself, my team, and all of the partners that work in workforce development, we cannot assume that we know what barriers women face, all of the roles and responsibilities or different hats that they have to wear or that they're juggling in their day-to-day life. I also think that we need to really help women and push them a little bit more to see themselves in new and expanding roles, and to really encourage them to take advantage of the services that we offer. Because I think women by nature, they put themselves and their needs last, if even at all. So we really need to be intentional with our tools, with our resources and our programs. We need to be flexible and really understand the barriers that women may be facing so that we can remove them and they can successfully obtain and, most importantly, retain employment. I think we also need to showcase those non-traditional training programs, those career pathways, employment opportunities, and help women see themselves successfully in these roles, to be flexible with our resources, and really to recognize and embrace the uniqueness of women and how our programs can and must be tailored to meet those specific needs.